change. They know the prophets never back down.
We the sons of God, we don't back down. Girl, I take it to your face, I tell you right now. Step up to the count, we ain't backing down. Girl, step up to the count, I tell you right now. We the sons of God, we don't backing down. Girl, take it to your face, I tell you right now. Step up to the count, we ain't backing down. Step up to the count, I tell you right now.
We ain't never backing down. We in your hood every day. Them prophets arrayed. Order word of God on display. Them demons get slayed. Cut them, yeah, them scriptures for late. Tell your pastor we outside. We give a damn what he say. Cause every time we get to prophesy, yeah, you know them angels get to activating on the Sabbath day.
Shalom. I'm Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ, and today I'd like to present a sit-down discussion with the Jewish community. There's a lot of controversy. There's much hatred that you have towards us. We're the prophets of the one true God. So what we'd like to do is sit down with several of your leading Jewish personalities. The rest of you just stand by. Sit back, move out the way. We want to sit down with Yitzhak Yosef, who call black people monkeys. He's number one.
לא הכל כושים מברכים, אלא צריך שיהיה כושי שאבא שלו ואימא שלו לבנים, איפה אתה תדע? אם אתה יודע, גופה שאתה יודע, ואתה יצא להם בן קוף, יצא להם בן ככה.
Number two, we like to sit down with Jonathan Greenblatt of the Anti-Defamation League. You have so much to say on the Breakfast Club in alluding that we have shot and murdered people in New Jersey. We want to sit down and discuss with you to produce your cause.
And look, they're entitled to their beliefs until that justifies shooting Jewish people with pellet guns on Staten Island. Or like, this is December. 3 years ago, December 2019, 2 black Hebrew Israelites went into a kosher supermarket in Jersey City and killed 3 people because they said they weren't real Jews.
Wow.
Shot them cold dead in a kosher supermarket.
Prove what those lies you have said. We want to sit down with the SPLC, Margaret Huang, and Beeson. You also pushed the lie that we have murdered people in New Jersey, so forth and so on. We want to sit down with APOC, Howard Core, and Lillian Pincus. Also, that latest group, the Canary Mission. We want to sit down with Adam Milstein and Howard D. Sterling.
When Tony asked about Canary Mission,
who are the people involved with them?
It's him. It's him.
Adam Milstein.
Yeah, I don't know who he hired to oversee it. Adam Milstein. He's the guy who funds it.
We need to expose the fact that they're anti everything we believe in. We need to put them on the run.
So Adam Milstein, he funds the Israel Project and he's funding the Canary Mission website.
Yeah, which is interesting because it makes it seem as though we're a part of it, but we're not.
We'd like to sit down with all of you. If all, one for all and all for one, however you want to do it. But we will sit down with you. So don't say we're running from you, we're trying to evade you. No, we're not. Okay? Reach us, call us at 1-855-484-4842, extension 7023. Or by email, israel@israelunite.org. All right? The scriptures say, if at all possible, be at peace with all men. And that's what we endeavor to do. So, Jewish community, have a sit down with us. Let's have an open discussion publicly. All right? Shalom.
Shalom, Israel. Shalom, shalom. You are tuned into the
Natives Hour, home of the 10 tribes.
I'm Captain Gad to my left.
Officer Simon Judah.
To my right.
Officer Dunn.
To his right.
Soldier Yochanan. Soldier Yochanan.
Is that a question or I don't know?
No, Soldier Yochanan.
Oh, okay. You like Soldier Yochanan? To Simon to the left.
Officer Jonah.
To his left.
Turn
your mic on.
It is on.
Turn him up. Turn him up. Turn him up. Turn him up.
Shalom.
So who are you again?
I'm Soldier Asadiah.
All praise to the Most High, man. Hey. Y'all see what's going on? Y'all see what's going on out there? We gonna get it in. Before we get into our topic, we gonna talk about Jonathan Green black. With 2 T's. That's such a. Can I say gay? Can I say gay?
No, sir. It's a sodomite name.
That's such a dog name. You gay. 2 T's. Hey, can you turn this up? Why we sound so low? Oh, it's static? All right, hey, and we're going to go in on green black for a few. Shout out to Deacon Joshua. Shout out. All praise to the Most High.
Right.
Go in. Hey, put that video up. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, man.
Yeah, this green black guys.
This guy got to go.
Yeah.
This guy got to get blasted every day because the stuff he's saying is just crazy as hell.
I was saying something where he was against peaceful protest.
Yeah.
Right. He was trying to gather up like business groups or something to stop
to report them. Yep.
Right.
To dictate how you can do a protest.
Yep.
And all these regulations in these protests.
Man,
it's full crazy.
Hey, what are we looking at right now?
We looking at the wrong image.
They're looking at us?
Yeah, we still on the screen.
They're looking at us.
Oh, they're looking at us.
Hey, like, share, subscribe, everybody. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, and share.
Share. All right, so this guy did another interview with the damn Breakfast Club. It's crazy how they interview this guy twice, but won't interview Bishop. Won't interview Bishop at all. This is crazy as hell. The wisest man on the face of the planet can't get no airtime. But y'all let this dog come on the damn Breakfast Club and speak lies, speak history that can't be proven.
Right, and they don't even challenge it.
They don't challenge him at all.
Don't challenge nothing.
That's how you know, man. This
Uncle
place is
Tom.
ran. This place is ran by the damn. They ran by Amalek. We're not even gonna call them Jewish, Jew. We ain't even gonna call it Middle East. We gotta call it West Asia from now on.
And then it's
North Africa,
Western Asia. We're gonna call it Western Asia. We don't even say that's not the Middle East. It's the Western Asia. The
Western Asia.
Western Asia.
Are you West Asian?
Yeah, we ain't gonna
and then
that's a terminology.
That's Charlemagne, right? Charlemagne the dog.
Charlemagne
obedient
the dog,
to Amalek.
Obedient to Amalek.
And then DJ Envy the white man.
Come on, man.
That was DJ Envy the white man is amazing.
DJ Envy the white man.
You know,
ain't he Esau?
Nah, he like Puerto Rico.
He just look Ephraim. He's
maybe Simeon or Ephraim.
He's Puerto Rico?
Hot 97 is sung by Amalek. That's why they keep pushing it.
Who?
Hot 97, which have the
Hot
Breakfast
97.
Club. Yeah.
Nobody knew what the hell you just said, bro.
They say Hot 97.
I was like, who's
Hot 97?
Who's
the way you say
I thought he was speaking Arabic. Hey, damn, bro, you speak Arabic?
Buddy.
What the hell did you
Hotline
Hurry
Hamites.
up and die, buddy. Hurry up and die. Hey, so let's play some snippets of this.
That ass up in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlemagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
The director of the Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Greenblatt. Welcome back.
Good morning, DJ.
How you feeling this morning?
Stop.
You know, I'm glad I'm here.
Stop. So I want y'all to see.
Right.
Good morning, DJ.
I want y'all to peep. No, but listen. I want y'all to peep the sad eyes. The sad eyes, the demeanor. He's playing on the emotions of black people. He's playing on the emotions. Go ahead, officer.
And then they got Charlemagne the dog sitting in the throne.
Right. You gonna say something, officer?
DJ Envy. That's snake like. He a snake. He trying to make it look one way. He's the biggest demon of them all, but he's trying to portray himself like this sad, hurt guy because his people going through it.
Yep.
We ain't falling for that.
Nah, we ain't falling for that crap. Go ahead.
I'm glad I'm here. We've definitely got stuff to talk about.
Man, what is going on in the world? For people that don't know, don't understand what is going on in Israel and Gaza, what is happening?
Look, it is. These are dark days.
Stop.
These are.
Now, I want y'all to pay attention to what he's saying. He's saying these are dark days. So what Israel going through is dark days. Watch this. Go ahead.
Dark days. I would say that this last week has probably been the toughest week of my adult life. So last Friday night.
Bro, Esau kill me when they like do that.
Man.
Hey, run it back a few seconds. I want y'all to look at the lip. Oh my God, that kills me. It's like you just want to punch him in the lip. Like, fix your lip.
Right.
Hey, play it, bro. Look at his lip.
Dark days. These are dark days. I would say that this last week has probably been the toughest week of my adult life.
Oh,
It's like you just want to punch him in the lip.
right. Hey, why are you pouting?
The Homer Simpson look.
Right.
Look like Homer Simpson.
You making fish lips.
Hey, for real. But,
Damn.
but that's how you know it's bull crap.
And it's
It's
the
all
darkest
bullcrap.
days of his
The
life.
darkest days of his life. So, mind you, since he's been on this earth, he has never seen anything bad
Exactly.
except
This.
Israel being attacked.
Yeah.
Out of all the things that had happened to black folk, out of all the slavery, because there's still slavery going on in Africa right now.
Murder, slavery,
to this day.
oppression.
These are the worst days of his life. Go ahead.
So last Friday night, around 1:30 in the morning, I got a call from the head of my Israel office, who lives in a town called Modin, who said, when the phone rings at 1:30 in the morning, I look at the phone. And she said, Jonathan, there are hundreds, maybe thousands of rockets coming into Israel. She said, I don't know exactly what's going on, but you need to know something's up. And so then I called my other staff in Israel and was basically up all night trying to figure out what was going on. And then I would say it was around 6 in the morning that we started to get word here what had actually happened. So it turned out that those rockets that were sent by Hamas into, civilian targets in Israel were sort of a cover or a distraction for what was really happening, which was this terrorist infiltration.
That's crazy.
And the massacre.
Wait, terrorist infiltration. So what was 1948? Terrorist infiltration. So what was slavery?
What was 1492?
What was 1492?
And you gotta understand, them rockets are like firecrackers to those missiles.
Right.
Because when you turn near, you see them, it might blow up a car or something. But it's nothing compared to those missiles that they sending over there in Gaza.
Destroying city blocks.
Right.
With people.
Yep.
Man, this man is crazy.
Oh, it gets better.
Place up and down the Gaza border in all of these surrounding towns. And they were brutal. I mean, the stories that are still coming out.
What's this?
More than 1,300 civilians, not just killed, although they were. I mean, it was a slaughter. It was a slaughter.
What he said, the largest number of Jewish people killed in one day since the Holocaust?
Since the Holocaust.
Jesus.
This is, I think.
Shut up, Charlamagne.
largest-
Shut up. Shut your black lips.
And then shut your black lips.
You
shut
descendant of slavery. You coon.
You better shut your white mouth.
That brother is a coon.
Yeah.
That brother gone.
Ridiculous. You gonna bring up the Holocaust when
Hey.
all of you. What?
That dude said this is the highest number of Jews killed since the Holocaust.
Halfway.
You can't make this stuff up. It's all propaganda, man. It's all popular persuasion. This is the beginning of what we about to go through. We about to go through some stuff, man. Because pretty soon we ain't going to be able to speak against nothing he says. Nothing they say. Pretty soon they're going to be locking our ass up, putting us in jail,
Oh, it's gonna be a
putting us
crime.
to death. Go ahead.
And they're gonna be calling the real Jews anti-Semitic.
Because in Israel, they already locking people up for teaching about Jesus. They already locking people up in Israel.
Hey, that's a heavy point because I think the Jewish or the Amalek believe in only the first 5 books of Moses. So they say like Jesus ain't even in the picture.
Yeah.
Even though
believe in that either.
They believe
right.
that. They believe that Jesus is boiling in a pot of crap.
Yeah, they believe the
That's
Talmud.
what the Talmud say. Jesus is boiling.
That's right.
In a pot of shit. What is it? Excrement. For those that don't know what excrement is, it is shit. Go ahead.
It's terrorist, active terrorism since 9/11. I think it's one of the largest acts of terrorism since the Second World War. And these people weren't just killed. I mean, they were slaughtered. When I say slaughtered, they were raped, they were tortured, babies were burned in their cribs, children were executed in front of their parents. Parents were executed in front of their children.
With no proof.
Elderly people were shot in the head at point-blank range.
And in the back.
And they didn't just kill Israeli Jews. Israeli Arabs were killed. Asian people who live and work in Israel. There were videos of Thai people being killed. I saw a video of one man he's bloodied, he'd been brutalized, being beheaded with a shovel. Filipino workers were killed. A lot of people died at this music festival. It was a music festival, a peace festival. And these men came in on like mechanized hang gliders of some sort with automatic weapons and gunned down approximately 260 young people. These are boys and girls and teenagers. Shot them in the back. Some of the people who...
Stop.
Man,
This
this
is
brother
crazy.
described some shit from Marvel movies.
Said hand gliders. Who's it? Hand gliders?
Mechanized.
Mechanized gliders.
Like G.I. Joe.
Like
Cobra.
Falcon off of Marvel. With
Right.
Yeah.
Mechanized gliders, bro. Don't believe this dude.
Come on, man.
This dude is full of crap. Hey, but let it play.
come in on land were dressed as Israeli medics. They were in like uniforms, you know? And they were in the parking lot, apparently. They stationed themselves in the parking lot. These men flew in, and as I understand, the concert goers who filmed it on their phones, because these people were coming in, they thought it was part of the show. It's like a rave.
Mm-hmm.
They shot them, shot at them, and the people ran. And they ran to the parking lot. And there were medics there who they thought came in to help. And then the medics took out their guns because they were actually these terrorists and killed them all. They burned people alive in their cars. And of course, the people that they didn't kill, that they didn't maim, that they didn't mutilate, they raped a lot of the women before they killed them. There were stories about women who were shot in the legs so they couldn't run and then raped. Some of them were killed, but a number of them and others were then seized and brought into Gaza.
All right, stop.
Come
on,
on,
we know
man.
this because we have the footage. This is the thing. We have the footage.
Pause it. I want y'all to hear what he's saying. He said a lot of them was murdered, brutally murdered, right? Then he said the women were raped. Then he said those that weren't raped were seized. What's another word for seized?
Stolen.
Stolen. Put into slavery. Brought into captivity. So wait a minute. So it's okay when black people are being murdered. It's okay when blacks, Hispanics, Native American women are being raped. It's okay when black, Hispanic, and Native American men are being murdered, hung on trees,
Bring it out.
burnt alive. Don't that sound like the KKK?
Right. Exactly.
Don't that sound like something that we went through? Damn, did we go through this?
In his lifetime.
In his lifetime.
Right.
Did the Jewish man have something to do with slavery? Oh, yeah. That's the question. Did the Jewish
That's
man
right.
have something to do with slavery?
Yep.
They did.
Hell yeah.
They has the so-called Jewish man funded the slave ships.
Right.
Funded slavery. How come nobody talking about that? This man is up here talking like this is the worst atrocity on the face of the planet.
Right. In history.
In history.
And he talking to people that been through the worst atrocity over him.
And they sitting there looking stupid.
Charlemagne and DJ Envy been through worse than what he's talking about.
And they giving him the floor.
Hey, that's that astonishment.
They ain't even say, what about slavery?
Yeah, right. What about slavery, y'all?
Was slavery
Jonathan
terrible?
Greenblatt?
Oh, yeah. Slavery was horrible, but
they're not God's
That's
people.
what he say. We're not going to take away from what happened in slavery, but these are the Jews.
I mean, there weren't God's people. We're dealing with God's people here.
Hey, go back. We're going to let it play. You got something else?
No, sir.
We're going to let it play for a little bit. I watched this about 3 times, the whole thing.
You got through it 3 times, Ken?
Yes, because I'm doing the class one.
Right.
I watched it 3 times, and I'm like, man, this dude, the stuff he talks about, we can't get through the whole thing, but he talks about the history of how the Palestinians, so-called quote-unquote, lost the land. He talks about that. He makes it seem like the Palestinians didn't want the land, and they gave it to Amalek. That's what he says.
Wasn't no terrorist act.
No terrorist act. Nobody was dying.
Yeah,
he talks about the West Bank. You know the West Bank last week?
Yeah.
He talks about the West Bank, how Israel repelled the Palestinians. That's the word he uses. Repelled the Palestinians. But
they occupying the West Bank right now.
Yeah, they occupying it. They killing them.
What?
Go ahead and let it play.
People alive in their cars. And of course, the people that they didn't kill, that they didn't maim, that they didn't mutilate, they raped a lot of the women before they killed them. There were stories about women who were shot in the legs so they couldn't run and then raped. Some of them were killed, but a number of them and others were then seized and brought into Gaza. And so we know this because we have the footage. This is the thing. We have the footage of all of this because these people gleefully videoed it on their phones.
Hey, skip it.
There
Skip it
was
a
a
little
story
bit.
that I heard about one girl.
Oh,
I was like, I can't get them out of my mind. Like, you know, we talk about what happened in Rwanda. We talk about what happened in Cambodia. We talk about what happened in the Holocaust. And these are like things over there, right? And I'm not minimizing them at all.
There you are.
But oftentimes these are incidents for which we don't have the live footage. And it's hard for us
So he
to
said it's
relate
worse.
to them.
So what October 7th? October 7th was worse than slavery because we didn't have the live footage from slavery.
Documentaries on it. It's
Right.
movies. It's records
Books,
on what
it's-
happened.
yeah, pictures.
Hey, and he talking about it's Hotel Rwanda. It's a whole movie on what happened. And Africa is closer than Israel to America. He like it. Those was way over there.
Yeah.
Africa closer to Israel.
That's over there.
The root part is everything he's saying that alleging that the Palestinians is doing to Amalek did to them when they came in.
And they still doing it. They still do it.
Stop
They're
it.
bombing hospitals, man. Amalek is bombing hospitals with babies in it. Murdering
some help.
babies. Murdering children. They are committing war crimes. They are committing war crimes, man. But don't nobody want to talk about that.
But see, that's that thing. They're justified, according to the world, to get retribution on Hamas because of what they did.
Mm-hmm. Hey, but little do they know, all the Arab countries gathering together, right under their nose.
That's
go to
right.
Sirach. Go to Sirach 19 and 24, 23. I'm sorry, 25. That's one. Yeah.
The book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 25.
Bring it out.
There is an exquisite subtlety.
A exquisite subtlety. Go ahead.
And the same is unjust.
And the same is unjust. Watch this.
And there is one that turneth aside to make judgment appear. And there is a wise man that justifieth in judgment.
So that exquisite subtlety, man. There's an exquisite, how you say the word?
Subtlety.
Subtlety. Watch this. Watch verse 26.
Verse 26. There is a wicked man that hangeth down his head.
So it's like this dude is sneaky as hell, man. You just can't put your finger on it, but you like, You the devil. You evil as hell. There's a wicked man that hangeth down his head.
There's a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly.
Go ahead.
But inwardly, he is full of deceit.
He's full of deceit. This white man full of deceit. Go ahead.
Casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not.
Making as if he heard not.
Where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief.
He will do what?
He will do thee a mischief.
He will do thee a mischief.
Before thou be aware.
Go ahead.
And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil.
When he finds opportunity, this devil gonna do evil, man. And that's what he doing. It's that exquisite subtlety that hanging down the head, that woe is me. Very deceptive. Very deceptive.
A cold precept.
And that's what he's doing right now. He is talking to the product of slavery about Israel being attacked. Like that's the worst atrocities to ever happen in the world, in the history of the earth.
Right.
This dude's a damn devil, man.
The weird part is when you look at the Breakfast Club, who goes on the Breakfast Club? Entertainers, ball players, not people who deal with what Jonathan Greenblatt does.
Black.
So it's like, why are you really up here? Who are you why are you pandering to the black and Hispanic community like this?
Who are you trying to deceive?
Right.
Trying to deceive us. He's trying to deceive the real biblical Israelites.
Yeah, the whole audience of 106.
He's not trying to deceive white people. He's not trying to deceive Chinese people. He's trying to deceive the Israelites of America. Feel sorry for us, you black Hispanics and Native Americans. We are the real Jews.
Right.
Support us.
Right.
And don't listen to them niggas y'all see in the street.
We done killed over what? Probably 12,000 now.
Shit, probably more than
babies
that.
and
they said half of that is
and
babies.
yeah.
Half of that is babies.
Think God is not going to hold you guilty for that?
That deceit goes into all of this in the back of his mind is to set up laws against the Israelites teaching. You know what I'm saying? It will never look like that on the surface, but in the back of their mind, that's what the end goal is in this sympathy game.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is, bro. Hey, can y'all pull up? I'm going to send y'all a video of him talking about freedom of speech. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. I think I seen that.
We watched it last week, so it should be there. We didn't watch the whole thing, though. Is that it? Hey, y'all talk.
Yeah. He brought up a good point with that mischief. That's exactly what they're doing. They're making provisions to frame mischief by law. Ain't that what the scriptures say?
Yep.
And they're going to set up law. Next thing you know, law is going to come out that we can't speak against Israel. We can't say nothing against Israel. We can't do nothing against them because it's going to be a law. And magically, their law is going to give us real time.
Bring it out. Hey, pull that up. Freedom of expression. It was from last week. You got it? Go ahead and play that thing, bro.
God, he came out with a new video about.
You got a new video?
Yeah, about the okay sign. You can do okay sign no more because
okay.
Yeah, if you do the okay sign, they say it means white.
The okay sign?
Okay sign. You can do not even a sign because it's anti-Semitic.
Like this?
Yes, you can do.
Who
okay.
came up with that?
Green
Yeah?
black.
Oh, damn,
That's too loud. Yeah, because your fingers make the W, and then it's like this makes a P, so it's supposed to be like white power.
But he's white. I never understood that. That's
because they know that we is the real Jews, the real Israelites, so they try to act like white people. They not them, even though they look exactly like them.
They get skin cancer just like all the other white people do.
Yeah.
Go ahead, let it play.
Anti-Defamation League saying more than 100 U.S. And global companies have now signed on to its workplace pledge to fight anti-Semitism. These include companies like Google, S&P Global, UPS, and the NBA. At the same time, Hamas terrorists attacked Israel on October 7th. Preliminary data from the ADL's Center on Extremism indicates nearly 400% spike in reported anti-Semitic incidents in the U.S. versus the same period last year. It's also important to note that the FBI says it has seen increased reports of threats against Muslim and Arab communities. Joining us right now is Anti-Defamation League CEO and National Director Jonathan Greenblatt. We had you on the program when you announced your plans to put this list together.
Yeah.
I know Jeff Sonnenfeld at Yale is putting a list together. I think he has even more names on it. Not necessarily your pledge, but just statements and things that the companies have made. What's that process been like? What's the feedback and even potential backlash been like?
Yeah, well, look, first of all, Jeff's a friend, and I think he does great work. And I think he's noted how people like Albert Bourla and the CEOs, who's a remarkable person, CEOs of a lot of companies, NVIDIA, IBM, they've spoken out. What we're doing is when companies say, well, what can I do? More than just issuing a tweet, if you will. We're giving them a way to do that, right? By signing on to the workplace pledge, like Google, like Omnicom, like UPS, like Kava and J.Crew, so many companies, businesses can show how they're standing with their Jewish employees, because that's what this is about. Anti-Semitism is spiking around the world. The Jewish state is facing a genocidal threat. CEOs are saying reasonably, I have Jewish employees, I have Jewish customers, I have Jewish shareholders. What can I do? The ADL Workplace Pledge is an easy way they can stand with their Jewish community.
So at the same time, though, you now have this conflation oftentimes, and I want to read you. Bill Ackman, this is on Twitter or X last night, says anti-Israel has become anti-Semitism.
Yeah.
And he says, just ask the students.
Yeah.
But it is an issue that's not just about the students. It's an issue that has been raised in workplaces across the country and around the world. And how you think about that conflation, and also how you think about CEOs and managers trying to resolve that conflation.
Look, Bill Ackman is right that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism, period. I don't think that's much of a debate anymore. And we know this because we hear what these kids on these campuses or these activists are saying. They're not saying two-state solution. They're saying final solution. Like, that should have no place anywhere. I just don't. I think it's wrong.
Jonathan,
go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say that I see it coming. The invasion of Gaza has been put off as we.
Right.
Okay. If it does come, and it's likely to, it's going to be very bloody.
It's going to be.
How does Israel, and how do you help Israel win the PR battle?
That's not the one I want.
But it's right now. Palestinian genocide. It's
y'all right back there, but they got bomb Tourette's.
They do that by going to the Breakfast Club.
Bomb. Hey, that's not the right video. I'm gonna look for the right video. Y'all go ahead. Y'all talk. I'm gonna look for the right video.
Hey, this brother crazy.
Cop, he look like you ever see Dr. Evil from Austin Powers?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, praise. He do. Mini Dr. Evil, little mini me, and Dr. Evil.
Oh,
that's exactly what he looked like. Talking about Zionism and anti-Semitism is synonymous.
Right, and then they asked him how he's going to justify basically the destruction of Gaza, what's going on. One of the ways is by going on the Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? Getting people to sympathize with them, and the Lord says something about them. Let's get scripture, Psalms 58 and verse 3. Let's get that, because Amalek, we gotta know something about Amalek. You know what I'm saying? Because they even calling them Jewish is giving them. We ain't gonna even call them Jewish. Let's get that. Psalms 58 and verse 3.
The book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
So from the womb, the Bible says what?
The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Speaking lies. So all Jonathan Green block is doing is speaking lies. Speaking lies. The wicked, they've been estranged. They was born to do this. All right? Ever since the 1400s, all the way back, they've been speaking lies. They try to act like they weren't a part of the slave trade. They try to act like, what? They came here and we was indentured
Servitude.
servants.
Indentured servants.
Right. They want to wipe out our history, saying we had to be colonized.
And
All
we
right?
chose to come into slavery.
Right.
What in the hell?
Yeah, they was born a lie. Keep reading that. Keep going, though. You in the spirit, officer. That's exactly right. Keep reading that, soldier.
Verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
That's exactly. They spewing poison into the minds and the hearts of you real Jews out there. You real Israelites.
right.
So anybody that's going for this, you should see and suspect the poisonous information that you being given.
Right. Being injected with.
Yeah, injected in your mind while you sitting there feeling sorry for a nation of people that helped and sponsored and paid for you to go into slavery.
Come on now,
Right.
dog.
You being paralyzed with the lies that they're feeding you, and you're not even thinking about what your ancestors went through, how you in the position that we're in today. You know, not even thinking about that.
Hell no, they ain't thinking about that. We up here got slaughtered, murdered, raped.
Right.
What's some of the words he used? Raped.
Right.
Murdered.
Right.
Mutilated.
Burned
maimed.
alive.
Burned.
Yeah.
All of that happened to us.
Exactly.
Let me get that last part of that script because
Go ahead.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear.
it says they are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear, because I guarantee if Charlemagne were to bring up anything to do with black people or the slavery, the atrocities that was done to Israel, he would definitely shut it down quick. He would. I acknowledge that. But back to what's going on in Israel. Back to what's going on in the Jewish community.
Can we read the next verse? Because the next verse says that.
He ain't hearing none of it. Go ahead.
Which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so wisely.
So Charlemagne, DJ Envy the white man. That's what you say. Hey, you can try to be friends with this man, but he gonna bite you in the end, just like everybody else.
Yep. Right. Hey, pull up that video I just posted. Tell you, man, some stuff about to happen, man. There's about to be some laws passed. Hey, turn us up. Why we sound so low?
So low. And it's going to be
my
laws
mic sound
applied.
low.
Then we're going to see who really about this life.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be
Volume.
laws passed.
Come on. Yeah.
Let's get it.
What'd I say? No, that's not it. What the hell is that? That I just sent? I just sent it.
Like, share, subscribe. IUIC Denver and IUIC Denver in the classroom. Let's get them subscribers up.
Share.
Just share.
If you care, you better share.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead, play it. Volume.
Anti-Semitic act. First, though, several state lawmakers announcing the filing of a new bill that aims to make certain anti-Semitic acts a hate crime. It comes after they say they've seen an increase of recent hate crimes over the last several weeks. Thank you for joining us. I'm Julie Broughton, in for Bridget Ellison.
And I'm Justin Warmouth. We first showed you video of this anti-Semitic message that was seen scrolling across the top of a building along Orange Avenue in downtown Orlando on New Year's Eve. The messages also appeared on at least 2 more buildings nearby. Leaders and law enforcement have condemned it, but many are still asking what can be done to stop it. News 6's Ezzy Castro spoke to a local representative about what could change if a new bill passes.
We spoke to State Representative Randy Fine, who stands behind this bill for many reasons. He says that Jewish people should not be targeted and that anti-Semitism has no place in Florida.
Wearing one of these should not put a target on your back.
Representative Randy Fine, along with other state lawmakers, announcing the filing of HB 269. It's a new bill that would make certain anti-Semitic acts hate crimes and increase punishment for those hate crimes to the level of a felony.
Any person distributing flyers involving materials that have religious or ethnic animus are mass.
Stop. Go back. Y'all think it's a game, man. Y'all think it's a game. This ain't no game. Right there. Read that.
Every single aspect of the slave trade was Jewish.
Hey, y'all think this is a game. Y'all think this is a game.
That's strictly on us.
That's talking about the Israelites passing out flyers.
They don't care about nothing but us.
Hey, play it.
Any person distributing flyers involving materials that have religious or ethnic animus are mass distributed will be committing a third-degree felony from now on. Any person stalking, harassing, or interfering with
Pause. Spacebar, y'all. Let's keep the mouse on the mouse got to be on the screen for the spacebar to work. So I want y'all to understand what's going on, man. This ain't no joke.
Right.
This ain't no joke, man. They said anybody that is found passing out religious rhetoric or ethnic rhetoric against the Jews, so-called Jews, will be committing a third-degree felony.
So it's a felony to tell the truth.
It's a felony to speak against this white man. I'm telling y'all, man, this thing is about, y'all playing games, man. This ain't no joke. Come on, play it. I'm hyped. Play it.
Someone based on their religious or ethnic heritage will now be committing a third-degree felony.
Earlier this month, flyers aimed at the Jewish community were reported in an Orange County neighborhood. On New Year's Eve, anti-Semitic words were projected on an office building in downtown Orlando. According to the Anti-Defamation League, anti-Semitic incidents in Florida have increased by 50% between 2020 and 2021.
I'm the only. Y'all lied over there, man.
Amalek controlling the mouse.
This came out about 7 months ago. So just bruh, they setting this thing up. Hey, get Luke real quick. Get Luke, then we're gonna move on to the topic of the show. Get Luke 21. And I want you to read verse 8 on down.
The book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived.
Don't be deceived, y'all. Come on.
For many shall come in my name.
Many gonna come in the name of Christ.
Saying, I am Christ.
Saying they are the Son of God. Read.
And the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them.
Go ye not therefore after them. Religion. Anybody saying they Christ, I'm Christ-like. I'm angelic. Come on.
But when ye shall
I'm the real Jew. Read.
But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified.
Are we not hearing the wars? Every day we see the news about more people. Iran, right? Yemen, Russia, China. They just had a meeting. Biden just had a meeting with China yesterday about this Gaza thing.
That's right.
This is going on. Come on.
For these things must first come to pass.
It's got to come to pass, y'all. Read.
But the end is not by and by.
The end ain't yet. It's not over yet. Come on.
Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation.
That's what we see right now.
And kingdom against kingdom.
And kingdom against kingdom.
And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places.
And great what?
Earthquakes shall be in diverse places.
Go ahead.
And famines and pestilence and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven.
Now watch this. Hey, we're going to hold that. I'm about to say you something, Josiah. You with me? Stay strong, brother. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right, brother. Stay strong. Hey, I'm about to say you something now. I want y'all to pay attention. While you pulling that up, I just sit there on the Natives Hour group. Hasadai, read that again.
Verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places.
Go ahead.
And famines and pestilence, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven.
Hey, read that article real quick. Is that an article? Yeah, just read the article.
Ready?
Come on.
Newsweek. 19 volcanoes erupt at the same time.
This is November 14th.
November 14th, 2023.
Yeah. Well,
The 15th.
yeah, so that was yesterday. 19 volcanoes erupt at the same time. Go down.
More than a dozen volcanoes are erupting at the same time worldwide, and 3 new eruptions joined the list this week. The Smithsonian Institute Global Volcanism Program tracks new eruptions and updates its list of currently erupting volcanoes on Wednesday. The most recent update shows 3 new eruptions, bringing the total to 19 eruptions at once.
Go ahead.
The list doesn't include all erupting volcanoes.
19 eruptions at once. At the same time, on the same day. Go down.
The new volcanic eruptions have some people voicing their concerns on social media.
Watch this. Go ahead.
Volcanoes erupt simultaneously
At the same time
in Italy, Iceland, Japan, Mexico, Russia, the Philippines,
Go ahead.
etc.
And many more. Go ahead.
Below is a volcanic activity map of 2013 versus 2023. Totally normal, right? One person posted on X, formerly Twitter.
Go back. Go back to the scripture and read verse 11 again.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places.
Go ahead.
And famines, and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven.
Read.
But before all these,
they
shall lay their hands on you.
So Christ said, before I come back, they gonna put hands on y'all. Read.
And persecute you.
And persecute you. You can't pass out flies, nigga. Felony. You can't say that y'all niggas are Jews. Felony. You said what?
Third degree felony.
Third degree felony to pass out a fly.
The hell is this?
Go ahead.
Delivering you up to the synagogues.
Come on.
And into prisons.
And into where?
Prisons.
Gonna make it illegal to preach the truth. They're gonna make it illegal to tell our people who they are. They're gonna make it illegal, like you read it in 2 Thessalonians about the man and seal got to be revealed. They're gonna make that illegal. Now you niggas gotta go to jail. Prison, come on.
Being brought before kings and rulers for my
Talk
name's
about them
sake.
judges, read.
And it shall turn to you for a testimony.
Go ahead.
Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay.
Verse 16.
Verse 16. And ye shall be betrayed.
And ye shall be what?
Betrayed.
But many of us gonna be betrayed. Some of y'all gonna betray the men. Some of y'all gonna betray the brethren. Some of y'all gonna betray. Read.
And ye shall be betrayed, both by parents.
By parents, some of your wicked ass mothers and fathers. Go ahead.
And brethren.
Some of your wicked family members. Go ahead.
And kinsfolk.
Come on, even your own wife, your children. Come on.
And friends.
And friends. Come on.
And some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
And some of us gonna be put to death. So what we seeing right now with the ADL and Jonathan Green Black talking this nonsense is only a buildup of what's to come. This Bible is a true book, man.
That's right.
And now's the time to really come into the fold. You so-called Hispanics, y'all are the Israelites. You ain't Mexican. You ain't Puerto Rican. You ain't Native American. You are the Israelites. And now is high time. Give me that in Romans. It's high time to come into the fold. To repent. Learn who you are. Learn who you are. You ain't regular people. This whole thing is about you. You so-called Hispanics, you so-called blacks, Native Indians. This whole thing is about you. Read that in Romans.
Romans chapter 13 and verse 11.
Go ahead.
And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time.
Now is high time. If there was any other time, now is the time. Come on.
And now, and knowing that the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
We got to awake out of sleep. Come on.
For now is our salvation.
Is our redemption, is our saving, is the tide turning. Come on.
Nearer than we believe.
So let's get that first article. We're going to wake you up on the Natives Hour show. Go up to the article. Go up to the title. Read that. F11. Come on.
The untold story of American Indian slaves who were sold as Negroes.
So go down. We read some of this last week, but I don't think we got through all of it, right?
I think we got through most of it, sir.
Go down. Did we get through all of it?
I think so.
Okay, pull up the next one. Pull up the next article. Go ahead.
Slate. America's other original sin. Europeans didn't just displace Native Americans.
Displace means to force them off of their land and put them in places that wasn't resourceful. Reservations. Go ahead.
They enslaved them.
They did what to the Native Americans?
They enslaved them.
Why we don't read about this during history class? We don't read about this during Thanksgiving. We don't read about this during history classes. That the white man enslaved the Native American Indians?
Bring it out.
Go ahead.
And encouraged tribes to participate in the slave trade.
Go ahead.
On a scale historians are only beginning to fathom. Here are 3 scenes from the history of slavery in North America. In 1637, a group of Pequot Indians, men and boys, having risen up against English colonists in Connecticut and been defeated, were sold to plantations in the West Indies.
Watch this.
In exchange.
In what?
In exchange.
In exchange
for African slaves.
Damn. Go ahead.
Allowing the colonists to remove a resistant element from their midst.
So Gad was sold to the plantations in an exchange for African Americans.
In the Caribbeans, Cat.
In the Caribbeans.
So some of y'all Benjamites, might be some Gad out there.
Go ahead. Hey, I'm telling y'all think it's a game. Y'all will not be saying that. Because y'all talking about all y'all might be Northern Kingdom. Y'all might be. You never know. Go ahead, bro.
Allowing the colonists to remove a resistant element from their midst.
Take that. What they say? Kill the Indian, save the man. Come on.
The tribe's women were pressed into service in white homes. In New England. Where domestic workers were sorely lacking. In 1741, an 800-foot-long coffle of recently enslaved Sioux Indians.
800-foot long. I'm guessing coffle is a boat or something?
A ship.
A ship of. Hold on, wait a minute. Hey, look that word up.
Yeah, we need that looked up. What is it? Coffle.
Look up coffle.
800-foot long.
That's pretty long, bro.
That's pretty big. That's a whole lot of us.
What that say? Read it.
Coffle, a line of animals or slaves fastened or driven along together.
What the hell? Damn, bro, that's the definition. A line of slaves fastened or driven along together. I mean, what? In chains.
In chains. Walking along in a route, a long line.
800-foot long. That means it was enough so-called Indians lined up right behind each other that extended 800 feet.
That's like 2.5 football fields.
Damn!
And that's before the Trail of Tears. They don't tell us about this.
Nah, don't tell us about that. Go back. That's some evil stuff, man. Oh, man. Go back.
In 1741, an 800-foot-long coffle of recently enslaved Sioux Indians procured by a group of Cree, Assiniboine, and Monsani warriors arrived in Montreal.
Go ahead.
Ready for sale.
Ready for what?
Sale.
Ready for sale.
To French colonists. Hungry for domestic and agricultural labor.
Hey, go to Deuteronomy 20, bro. This is crazy. You can't make this stuff up. Go to Deuteronomy 28. Yeah, they walked ankles were shacked together, right? Shackled together. They probably was connected by the neck, probably by the chains. Same way they did Judah. Same way they did Judah, man. They did Gad, the so-called Native Indians. What I said?
Deuteronomy 28.
Yeah, get Deuteronomy 28. I want you to read verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
This is Moses speaking to the Israelites. The Israelites are still here today. He's telling them, if you don't listen to the Bible, which is the voice of God, come on.
To observe.
To acknowledge, to perform. Read.
To do all his commandments.
We didn't do God's commandments. Come on.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Read.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So when you jump to verse 46, it says all these curses was come upon you, thee, not the whole world, not every nation. It says thee. So these specific curses only happen to a specific people. Verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for
They are the curses that Moses prophesied in verse 15. Was going to be upon who?
Upon thee.
Upon the same thee. Come on.
For a sign.
What does that sign do? Let you know who's who. Let you know who the Israelites are based off of who's being cursed. Read.
That's right. And for a wonder. And upon thy seed.
Upon thy children.
Forever.
Verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
The Lord said we're going to serve our enemies. Our children's children's children is going to serve their enemies. Come on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In hunger, your food.
And in thirst.
In thirst, your water.
And in nakedness.
Your clothing.
And in want of all things.
Watch the next part.
And he. The
French. The New England. The British. The European. The Spanish. The conquistadors. The Spaniards. And he. Come on.
And he.
The French.
Right.
The Portuguese.
Right.
Bring it out.
And he. Come on.
And he.
Come on.
Shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Who did that happen to? We just read it. What was the terminology called?
Coddle or whatever. Coffle. A coffle.
A coffle with 800 foot long of enslaved Indians. How do you think they was lined up behind each other?
Yeah, how was they restrained to follow that line?
In chains.
That's right.
In chains.
I know that because it called them the most resistant force that they had to move to the West Indies. So that means they was fighting back.
They was fighting. They was warriors. They were fighting.
That's right.
Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Go ahead.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have destroyed thee. Now we so destroyed, we think reservations is a good thing. We think our history before is actually honorable. We was talking to a sister yesterday at camp about a powwow, and she was like, yeah, that's an ancient culture. I wanted to be like, no, that's what the white man gave you in slavery.
Right.
Allowed you to celebrate your customs for one day. And now we call them powwows.
Right.
That's what they always orchestrated by who? A white man.
Cap, you in the spirit. And then you remember we was on the reservation. We was talking to them, and they telling us that you're on sovereign land. This is our land.
Right.
We make the rules. We do what we want.
No,
But you was displaced there.
Right.
You
right. You was pushed there by the white man.
You was pushed there by the white man and given an unfruitful land.
Right.
That you calling sovereign, but then they got the checkerboard, right, where the government owns certain parts of it.
Yep.
Boy, ain't no way. Nothing sovereign about a reservation.
Right.
Because a sovereign land is protected by an army.
Yep.
Right. That's why Gad got awake out of sleep, like you were saying earlier.
Yep.
You know.
Sit on the mic.
They never do no powers in the reservations. They always do it in the school.
Yeah.
University.
Yeah, it's all bullcrap.
Only where white eyes can see.
Yep.
Where they can facilitate, supervise.
So go back. Go back to the article and read it.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And in 1837, Cherokee Joseph Van, expelled from his land in Georgia during the era of Indian removal, took at least 48 enslaved black people along with him to Indian territory. By the 1840s, Van was said to have owned hundreds of enslaved black laborers, as well as racehorses and a side-wheeler steamboat.
And you know what? I want to deal with that because Esau would say that Gad owned African American slaves, but when you really examine it, they gave Judah freedom by making them indigent servants. They would give their daughters to Judah. You understand? They would marry them into the tribes. Esau ain't doing that. Slavery, Esau was hanging Judah on trees, cutting the balls off, raping them, bending them over a stump, raping them in front of the whole plantation.
What in the hell?
You had one morsel of meat.
What does that cost? Amnesty, safety? What is where we would?
Yeah, amnesty.
Amnesty, right? Yeah, you're right, Cap.
Yeah. So when people say that, that's Esau put this stuff in here to make Judah and Gad, a northern kingdom, southern kingdom, hate each other. Like, oh, y'all had us in slavery too. But when you look at the history, Gad had Judah as indigent servants most of the time, and it was marrying them into the tribe to give them their freedom. They was giving their daughters to Judah.
That's why a lot of Judah be like, yeah, my grandmama Cherokee.
Right. Yeah, they was married into the tribes, into the so-called Native American tribes. Go back. Go ahead and read it.
Switch. A reductive view of American past might note two major century-long historical sins. Go down.
Come on, y'all, move it up.
The enslavement of stolen Africans and the displacement of Native Americans. In recent years, a new wave of historians of American slavery has been directing attention to the ways these sins overlapped. The stories they have uncovered through African slavery still the narrative that dominates our national memory into a different light, revealing that the seeds of that system were sown in earlier attempts to exploit natives' labor. The record of native enslavement also shows how the white desire to put workers in bondage intensified the chaos of contact, disrupting intertribal politics and creating uncertainty and instability among people already struggling to adapt to a radically new balance of power. Before looking at the way native enslavement happened on the local level, really the only way to approach a history this fragmented and various, it helps to appreciate the sweep of the phenomenon. How common was it for Indians to be enslaved by Euro-Americans? Counting can be difficult, but because many instances of native enslavement in the colonial period were illegal or ad hoc and had left no paper trail.
No paper trail.
But historians have tried. A few of their estimates, thousands of Indians were enslaved in colonial New England. According to Margaret Ellen Newell, Alan Gailey writes that between 1670 and 1715, more Indians were exported into slavery through Charlestown, now Charleston, South Carolina, than Africans were imported.
Damn. Hey,
that's 45
y'all gotta stay
years.
with us on the balls, man. Come on, y'all. Read that again.
Alan Gailey writes that between 1670 and 1715, more Indians were exported
into
slavery,
taken into slavery
through Charlestown.
Go ahead.
Now Charleston, South Carolina. Than Africans were imported.
More Indians were imported in slavery between the years of 1670 and 1715 in South Carolina
years. 45
than
years.
Judah.
They're saying Native Americans went into slavery on ships.
On ships.
Exported means on ship, out of here.
But watch this. Keep going. Watch this.
Brett Rushforth recently attempted a tally of the total number of enslaved.
Watch this.
And he told me that he thinks 2 million to 4 million indigenous people in the Americas, North and South, may have been enslaved over the centuries that the practice prevailed.
2 to 4 million.
And
It's a whole lot of gad out here. Something ain't right.
That
2 to 4, and that number is not even correct.
Exactly.
It's got to be at least 100 million.
Because it said no paper trail.
No paper trail. He's guessing.
It's the same way they hype up the numbers for the Amalek killed. They lower the number of us killed and enslaved.
Yep. 2 to 4 million. Go ahead.
He thinks 2 million to 4 million indigenous people in the Americas, North and South.
It sounds like a Holocaust to me.
Right. May have been enslaved over the centuries that the practice prevailed. A much larger number than had previously been thought. It's not on the level of the African slave trade,
bush crap,
which brought 10 million people to the Americas. But the earliest history of the European colonies in the America is marked by native bondage.
Now watch this next part. Watch this next part. Watch this next part. Now we know now, how many so-called African American slaves were brought to America? No, roughly. That's not the right answer.
Hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions. 500, 600 million. Just 200 million on the way here died. Now read the next sentence.
If you go up to about 1680 or 1690,
Watch
there
this.
still, by that period, had been more enslaved.
Had been what?
Had been more enslaved Indians
Go ahead.
than enslaved Africans in the Americas.
Damn. Bomb. More
fire.
Bomb. It say if you go all the way, if you go back to 1680, by that period, there have been more enslaved Indians than enslaved Africans in America. If you go back from 1680 to whatever, 17, whatever, something?
1715.
There was more enslaved Indians than enslaved Africans in America.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Go ahead, keep reading.
The practice dates back to the earliest history of the European colonies in the future United States. Take the example of the Pequot, who were enslaved in 1637 after clashing with the English. As Newell writes in a new book, Brethren by Nature. By the time the ship Desire transported the defeated Pequot men and boys to the Caribbean, colonists in New England, desperate for bodies and hands to supplement their own meager workforce, had spent years trying out various strategies of binding native labor.
Go ahead.
During the Pequot War, which was initially instigated by struggles over trade and land among the Europeans, the Pequot and rival tribes, colonists explicitly named the procurement of captives as one of their goals.
Hey, all right, we're finished with that. Go to the next one. Go to the next article.
That's heavy.
That's some heavy stuff, man.
He said the procurement.
Right.
That was their goal.
Spending years of putting Native Americans in bondage.
There you go.
Years.
And trading them to plantations in replacement for so-called African Americans to replace them.
Yes.
Because they were too unruly. That's crazy. They said we can't break them. We got to send them to the West Indies. Hey, bro, trade me your niggas for these
engines.
Savages.
These other savages.
Because they too unruly. We can't train them. Because remember, the West Indies was known for what? Breaking slaves.
Yeah, they was much harsher on slavery.
They was known for breaking slaves.
That's
what Willie Lynch.
Lynch.
Guys. He said, we gonna send y'all to the West Indies where they was known for breaking the most unruly slaves. Willie Lynch. So even Gad went through the Willie Lynch letter, bro. Damn!
That's crazy.
Even Gad went through that. Hey, that's crazy. Read that, bro. Read that.
Slavery among Native Americans in the United States. Go down. Slavery among Native Americans in the United States includes slavery by and slavery of Native Americans, roughly within what is currently the United States of America. Tribal territories and the slave trade ranged over present-day borders. Some Native American tribes held war captives as slaves prior to and during European colonization. Some Native Americans were captured and sold by others into slavery.
And what?
Into slavery.
Go ahead.
To Europeans.
To Europeans. Hey, let's get down to Deuteronomy 28 and read verse 68, bro. Read verse 68.
Deuteronomy.
Because this is only going to happen to the Israelites. Ain't nowhere where it says the Jewish man was enslaved and sold to the Russians.
What the hell is this?
Ain't no history of that. Ain't no history of that. No proof at all. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Egypt means bondage. Let's get that real quick. Deuteronomy 5 and 6. Get that real quick. We got to go over this for the people that may have never heard this before. Egypt means bondage. Let's read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 5 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt.
From the house of bondage.
So God called Egypt bondage. Egypt is synonymous for bondage. Go back to 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Egypt means bondage, slavery, captivity.
Again. With ships.
This time it's going to be with ships. This time I'm going to put you on some slave ships. And you're going to go to Spain. You're going to go to Europe.
Caribbean
You're going to go to the West Indies. Damn. I'm going to see you to the West Indies because you just took too unruly for me. You're going to go to what it called? Britain. You're going to go all these places. On ships, go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
And you wouldn't go see your homeland again. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
Sold.
You shall be bought and sold. Go ahead.
Unto your enemies.
Unto the European colonizers. God called them your enemies. You so-called Native American Indians, God calls the white man your enemy. Come on.
For bondmen.
As slave man.
And bondwomen.
And slave woman. Come on.
And no man shall buy you.
I mean, nobody going to be able to save you. Nobody going to be able to stop this from happening. Nobody will be able to redeem you. Go back to the article and read that again. About the sold.
Yes, sir. Some Native Americans were captured and sold by others into slavery to Europeans, while others were captured and sold by Europeans themselves.
Sold by Europeans, come on.
In the late 18th and 19th centuries, a small number of tribes, such as the so-called civilized tribes,
the 5 so-called civilized tribes,
began increasing their holding of African American slaves.
Go ahead.
European contact greatly influenced slavery as it existed among pre-contact Native Americans, particularly in scale, as they raided other tribes to capture slaves for sales to Europeans.
Go ahead.
They fell into destructive wars among themselves and against Europeans.
Go ahead.
Many Native American tribes practiced some form of slavery before the European introduction.
And you know what? I don't want people. Oh well, y'all sold each other in the Bible. It's even instances of history in the Bible where the tribes were selling each other into slavery in the Bible. So I want to hear none of that. Read that.
Many Native American tribes practiced some form of slavery before the European introduction of African slavery into North America. The Haida and Tlingit
go down because they trying to make it seem like
we did the same thing, but we didn't.
We sold ourselves across the seas.
But the difference is we dealt with each other ethically. We wasn't like the white man.
Indentured servitude.
Indentured servitude. There was a law of servitude.
Yeah, we wasn't burning each other. We wasn't hanging. I'm gonna buy you as a slave and hang you on a tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a horse to pull you apart.
Nah, we weren't doing that. Predators, go down. Slavery, predators, Europeans, many Europeans. Hold up, slow down. We eventually came to look upon slaves in Africa. This says being racially inferior. Native Americans took slaves from other Native American groups, therefore viewed them as ethnically inferior. Go down. In some cases, Native American slaves were allowed to live in the fringe of Native American society until they were slowly integrated. See? Read that right there.
Scroll down. No, the other way. Right
In some cases.
In some cases, Native American slaves were allowed to live on the fringes of Native American society until they were slowly integrated into the tribe. The word slave may not accurately apply to such captive people.
See that? Right, bomb. That's a bomb.
Bomb, let's go.
The word slave may not accurately apply to such captive people. Go down. Read it.
When the Europeans made contact with Native Americans, they began to participate in the slave trade. Native Americans, in their initial encounters with Europeans, attempted to use their captives from enemy tribes as a method of playing one tribe against another in an unsuccessful game of divide and conquer.
All right, so go down. Treatment of functions. Go down. Go down. There you go, right there. European enslavement.
European enslavement of Native Americans. When Europeans arrived as colonists in North America, Native Americans changed their practice of slavery dramatically.
See that? That means it was different. Come on.
Native Americans began selling war captives to Europeans rather than integrating them into their own society.
See that? So that means God wasn't treating their quote-unquote slaves like how the Europeans did. They used to capture each other and then integrate them into their own tribe. Go ahead.
Integrating them into their own societies as some had done before.
Go ahead.
Native Americans were enslaved by the Spanish. In Florida and the Southwest under various legal tools. One tool was the encomienda system.
Go ahead.
New encomiendas were outlawed in the new laws of 1542, but old ones continued, and the 1542 restriction was revoked in 1545.
Go ahead, read the next one.
As the demand for labor in the West Indies grew.
Come on.
Grew with the cultivation of sugar cane. Europeans exported.
Exported means put on ships. Put on slave ships. Bomb. That's what exported means. Put on slave ships. Go ahead.
Exported enslaved Native Americans.
Go ahead, watch this.
To the Sugar Islands.
That's what they call the West Indies. The Sugar Islands.
Yep, they had them getting that sugar. And
So-
the most brutal enslavement.
The most brutal, right. Willie Lynch. Bruh, but like you said, bro, a lot of people in the islands is actually gas.
Yeah, a lot.
Message.
Hey, y'all out there in the UK.
Message.
Uh-oh.
A lot of y'all gas, man.
Yeah, a lot of y'all gas.
Come on.
Yeah, a lot of y'all. Y'all out there, not me.
Read, bro. Come on.
As the demand for labor in the West Indies grew with the cultivation of sugarcane, Europeans exported enslaved Native Americans to the Sugar Islands. Historian Alan Gailey estimates that between 1670 and 1715, 24,000 to 51,000 captive Native Americans were exported through Carolina ports,
Go ahead.
of which more than half, 15,000 to 30,000, were brought from then Spanish Florida.
Brought from Florida. Go ahead.
These numbers were more than the number of Africans imported to the Carolinas during the same period.
Damn, read on.
Galley says that the trade in Indian slaves was at the center of English Empire's development in the American South. The trade in Indian slaves was the most important factor affecting the South in the period 1670 to 1750.
Don't that sound familiar, bro? It says the import of Native American slaves were what? Were the most what?
Empires
were the most important factor affecting the South.
And you know what we say, Cap? We think that when Gad wake up, it's going to be the 11th hour.
Right.
Gad seems like Gad already woke up.
Hey, and the 11th hour is here,
The
man.
11th hour, we closer than ever.
The 11th hour is here.
Gad, from the sound like it, Gad
bro.
already woke up.
Hey, bro, give me that Jeremiah pressed together, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. They say that the enslaved the Indian slaves were the most important factor affecting the South
For 45 years.
for 45 years.
45 years.
So it was. So you got to stand with, bro, because we already know the South was where Judah was being terrorized. Still is. I mean, this is what. That's what 16. What was that? 1670 to 1750.
1670.
What was Judah?
Exactly.
Slavery. So that lets you know that Judah and Gad was in the same time period of slavery.
That's right.
Bomb. Damn, brother. What is this brother doing over there? Read the scripture, bro.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33.
Come on.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel.
The children of Israel, the so-called Hispanics, Native Indians, come on.
And the children of Judah.
And the children of Judah, the so-called blacks, West Indies.
West Indies.
Damn. The so-called African Americans, come on.
Were oppressed.
Were in slavery.
Together.
Literally. At the same time. Not even, cause we spent 1492 and was doing it, was it the Northern Kingdom and the 16 that was, bro, this is during Judah's slavery. This is during the
right in the middle of it.
Of Judah's slavery. Gad was still being slaved, man.
Dead smack in the middle.
That's crazy.
Millions of them.
Millions still being enslaved. Go ahead, officer.
And they was just crafty with the language of how they teach it in schools.
Mm-hmm.
They classified Gad as just Negro,
Right.
just colored. You know what I'm saying? Because if they taught this in school, a lot of kids, a lot of adults would put the pieces together. That we are the same people.
We the same people.
That's why they teach it very separate.
Yep.
They can't teach this because God gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, you're my brother.
You my brother.
You my brother.
We went through slavery together.
Why am I mad at you?
There you go. There you go. And that's why Esau, you know what they did? They said, damn, we got to separate these people. We got to put these niggas in the city, and we got to put these niggas that know they Native American, we going to put them in reservations where if Judah want to get to them, Judah got to drive 8 hours.
8 hours.
10, 12 hours to go see Gad. On a reservation to where they not welcome on. Bro, damn. That's some crafty stuff.
And
man.
any natives left behind amongst Judah gonna be called Negroes.
They Judah.
They
Right.
Judah.
They niggas.
They niggas.
Especially if they black. They niggas. Esau know what he did, man. That's why Esau put, hey, damn, that's some heavy stuff. Esau said if you got Negro features, you Negro it. So Esau used, what's the word, colorism? Mm-hmm. Esau used colorism to separate us. He said, you black people,
eugenics.
Y'all gonna live in the city. Y'all gonna be, but you light-skinned, y'all gonna put y'all on a reservation. So when Judah come get y'all, ain't gonna be no connection because you ain't gonna know. First of all, you don't see them as your brothers because we trained you. We trained you to see black people as evil. We trained you to see your history as evil. We trained you in a way so that you don't have no connection with Judah. We trained you that way.
It's the Willie Lynch letter.
It's the Willie Lynch letter,
Light
man.
against the dark.
The light against the dark. We trained you that way. So when Judah come get you, when Judah come talk to you, you don't want to hear it because you ain't got no connection to Judah. That's what the white man did to us, man. That's what the white man did.
And little do they know when we pulled up to the reservation, what we was all saying, bro, this look like the hood, bro.
This is exactly how the hood is.
This look like a ghetto in America, bro. A ghetto in Mississippi, a ghetto in Texas. That's what the reservation looked like. We connected immediately with them.
It looked like Haiti. It looked like Jamaica.
Yep. Right, like the West Indies.
Right.
Hey, but that's what the white man did, man. The white man separated us. But little do they know there is a God. There is a God, man. And when the word get taught to them, something in them gonna click. Something in them gonna rise up and say, damn,
that's right.
Damn, let's talk about me. Let's talk about us because they don't even know about this history. The majority of Gad on the reservations have never heard that they were enslaved at the same time as so-called Negroes. They never heard that before. And that's history. Go ahead, read.
Starting in...
No, go. Do we finish that?
No,
Oppressed together? Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 50.
We almost done.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah,
the so-called Hispanics, Native Indians, so-called blacks, come on,
were oppressed together.
And we reading literally oppressed together. Not different time periods. Not you was free, but I was a slave. No. We reading where we were oppressed in captivity at the same damn time. The same year, the same month, the same day, the same hour. Go ahead.
Were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast.
Held us fast.
They refused to let them go.
They refused to say, yeah, we enslaved y'all with the Negroes.
Like I said, they worked for years to keep
this
bondage.
thing. Yep.
They worked hard and refused to let them go.
Refused to let us.
They're gonna figure out something. Take them to the West Indies.
Yep. Take them to the West Indies. Yep. Hey, read on. We almost done. Read on.
Back at the article. Yeah. Starting in 1698, Parliament allowed competition among importers of enslaved Africans, raising purchase prices for slaves in Africa.
What's this?
So they cost more than enslaved Native Americans.
Y'all know what that mean?
That mean they can keep having them Native American slaves, keep putting them into slavery.
But also what that means is they was pushing towards the more focus on enslaving Judah because they put a higher price on them. Look, read it again.
Starting in 1698, Parliament allowed competition among importers of enslaved Africans.
Go ahead.
Raising purchase prices for slaves in Africa.
Go ahead.
So they cost more than enslaved Native Americans.
So they cost more than enslaved Native Americans.
So we better product.
So right.
We a better product.
Yep. It's like, yeah. Get the. We're gonna do a competition. Go get more niggas, and we gonna pay you more for the niggas than you do. Than I pay you for. We gonna pay you less for the Native Americans. We want more niggas. Go ahead, read on.
British settlers, especially those in the southern colonies, purchased or captured Native Americans to use as forced labor in cultivating tobacco, rice, and indigo. Accurate records of the numbers enslaved do not exist. Slavery and colonial...
You see, that's all bullcrap. After records of the number of slaves does not exist, that's bullcrap. So you got the list of so-called Amalek, so-called Jewish people being murdered during the Holocaust. You got that on record. They say 6 million Jews. They mean 6 million Jews. But you telling me you murdered over 100, 200 million of Native American Indians and you don't have the number on record? You ain't got nothing? Yeah, you got no estimate, no ballpark, nothing.
Because what is it, Cap, when a boat come in the manifest?
Right.
They keep a manifest of every product that's coming
that's
into
been
America
bought and sold
in America.
America got receipts, man.
Got receipts.
Right. So they know how many, because every time they loaded that ship, there was a number of people that could fill that capacity.
Yeah.
So and when they go back to when they arrive in America, they go, okay, we only got these.
I got this many amount. I'm buying it to you because remember you had to have purchase of sale.
Yeah.
What is it called?
The manifest.
The bill of sale.
Oh, bill of sale.
The bill of sale. The receipt of purchase to claim these slaves. Right. So that means it's on the books.
It's on there.
It's on the books. They lying.
I think they trying to say, like, because God was already down in the South, they just took the land and kept the people right there.
It still don't make sense. Because they still became property.
Nah, Esau keep track of what they got.
Yeah, they do, bro. Esau know exactly what they got. Go ahead.
Slavery in colonial America became a caste of people who were foreign to English colonists. Native Americans and Africans who were predominantly non-Christian. The Virginia General Assembly defined some terms of slavery in 1705.
What's this?
All servants imported and brought into the country.
All servants be all slaves. Go ahead.
Who were not Christians
in their native country.
What's
this?
Shall be counted accounted and be slaves.
Shall be accounted and be slaves. Go ahead.
All
Negro,
mulatto, and Indian slaves within this dominion.
Watch this.
Shall be held to be real estate
property. All Negro, mulatto, and Indian slaves shall be held to be property. Damn! Go ahead.
If any slave resists his master, correcting such slave, and shall happen to be killed in such correction.
Shall happen to be killed. Come on.
The master shall be free of all punishment.
Watch this.
As if such accident never happened.
Go to Deuteronomy 28.
That's why they get off killing us.
That's why they get off. Because it's always been in the books. It was an accident. In the name of correction, he had a gun on him. He had a cell phone. He was reaching in his pocket. So I killed him off an accident because I was afraid of my life.
Come on now, dog.
I was afraid of my life.
He was resisting.
Read verse 64.
Deuteronomy.
Verse 65.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 65.
Bring it out.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
Go ahead.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
Watch this.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
You know what that trembling heart is, bro? Read that last part again. The master shall be what?
The master shall be free of all punishment, as if such accident never happened.
A trembling of heart is knowing that at the drop of a dime, at any given moment, you could be put to death. For doing nothing.
God, you can get killed and then just
and none of that. You can just get thrown in the ditch, and that'll be your life.
Yeah, Esau have a bad day. You dead.
Yeah, you dead. Yeah. You stepped on a brick and it made. You stepped on a stick and it made noise. Psh, off with your head. That's that trembling, man. You are literally walking on eggshells throughout your life. You talk about stress. You talking about worry.
Man.
You can't do nothing. You can't even look this white man in the eye. You got to watch that this white man rape your wife, and you better not make a noise. And then the white man say, hey, bring your wife over to my quarters, and she better be good. Bro, think about that. And she better be good, or it's going to be off with your head. So now your wife got to submit to the raping by the slave master just to protect you. That's trembling, bro. That's a trembling heart right there. Read that again. Read that last part.
But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
A trembling heart, come on.
And failing of eyes.
Failing of eyes, we just read it. As if such accident never happened. Failing of eyes. Not going to be redeemed. No man shall save you. Failing of eyes. No justice for your death. No justice. Hell, even today, we still ain't getting no justice for slavery.
Yeah, what about the Native American women being missing?
Yeah, all right. All the sisters going missing. The number one kidnapped woman in America is a so-called Native American woman. Number one. Go missing like it's a damn piece of paper that blowed in the wind. And nobody cares.
Ain't no publicity,
no
news
nothing.
footage, no information.
No
damn! When they talking about Israel being bombed and whatnot, right. Where's the ADL?
What is about all these women getting missing?
Our women and kids is getting kidnapped and killed wholesale.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, they just found this funeral home with a bunch of bodies, and guess what? Guess who these bodies were? Israelite bodies. His so-called Hispanic bodies. One mother said she reported her son missing, and they found his body at the funeral home, chopped up.
Yeah, they call it mishandling the body.
Yeah, mishandling, but they didn't let this mama know that they found her son. Yeah. The son was at the funeral home. The body was all chopped up. The head was chopped off. The arms were chopped off. The legs were, the organs were gone. And they had buckets. They found buckets of heads, buckets of penises, buckets of legs, all of these body parts, and now they're trying to go to the parents and say, yeah, we found your son. He was chopped up. He been missing for a year. And now you finding his body chopped up at a morgue.
Yeah, he in Colorado.
In Colorado, right here in
Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs.
Right here in Colorado,
Yeah.
man.
Colorado Springs.
So what's going on in the world is happening to the Israelites, and it's still happening today. What happened in 1600, 1400 is still happening today. And ain't nobody coming to save us, man. Nobody but our black Messiah. The black Messiah, Jesus the Christ, is coming to save us, coming to redeem us out of the hand of our enemies, because we need saving. Right. Get Luke 168. We're going to close off on this scripture. Get Luke 168. For you so-called Hispanics. You so-called Hispanics, man, y'all are the Israelites according to the Bible. And the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the Bible. Come on, Luke 168.
The book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
For he hath visited and redeemed his people.
He hath visited and redeemed his people. Come on.
And hath raised up an horn of salvation for us.
A horn is a leader talking about Christ. Come on.
In the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Mm-hmm.
That we,
the same we is the thee in Deuteronomy 28:15. That's the same we. It's the same thee that went into captivity. It's the same thee that was put on slave ships. It's the same thee that was put into captivity, Judah and Ephraim. The same thee is the we in Luke 168. Come on.
That we should be saved
from
our enemies.
The same enemies that you read in Luke in Deuteronomy 28:68. The enemies that bought us in slavery is our enemies. Come on.
And from the hand of all that hate us.
That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. That's now what you got.
So, let's get the ads. The Manly Badge of Dignity. Got to get our beard gains up.
When you look in the mirror, what do you feel? Fearlessness, austerity, masculinity, godliness. But what does your beard say about you?
Hold up. Put the camera on this, brother. Did you using it?
Not yet.
Just say no, man. Hey, put the camera on him. This brother said he was gonna buy it. He has yet to buy it. Why you rebellious, bro? Go ahead.
I've been trying to buy it, bro.
How you trying to buy it? That don't even make sense. I've been trying to buy it. So what? You put in your card, it declined or something, or what? What do you mean trying to buy it?
I'm only using cash.
All right, take them off. Take them off the camera. I forgot this brother only use cash, bro. Bro, you Issachar, bro.
But he got brothers. You got brothers.
Yeah, he got brothers.
Come on. You can give somebody that cash and get you that beard cream. The beardly manly badge of dignity.
He don't want it, bro. You see his face?
You want to keep it like that.
What you said?
Emotional.
He want to keep it like, he want to keep that baby booty face.
Say he like that porcupine beard.
He said everybody got a porcupine beard,
Yeah.
bro. And it is true, bro. It's like sticking out, bro, like spikes. That thing look like it hurt when you touch it.
What you call that animal? that bend over?
The
armadillo.
No, the porcupine, man.
Porcupine.
Yeah, the porcupine with the stuff be sticking out.
Right.
I don't know, bro. It look like if I touch it, it's going to cut my finger, bro.
Right.
It do, bro. Look at that. Hey, man, you got to get you some beard oil, man. Stop playing games, bro.
Right.
Well, you don't say that 3 weeks
Right.
already. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Cap. That's right. That's right, Cap. You lying right now, bro. You lying in front of the whole nation, bro. Oh my
God! Him and Soldier has to die.
So him man has to die.
Sure, Cap, I'm gonna take care of it. I repent.
I repent.
Why you do?
You got it. All praise. Go ahead, Soldier. Go ahead.
When you look in the mirror, what do you feel? Fearlessness, austerity, masculinity, godliness. But what does your beard say about you? Get definitive results with the bold, natural scents from the Manly Badge of Dignity Beard Oil and ignite the king in you. Because it's important to look how you feel.
Hey, that's heavy, bro. That's heavy, bro. He said, what your beard look like say a lot about you. Something to think about, Yakana. So if the bigger the beard is, the louder your voice will become, bro. It's something to think about. Something to think about. Go ahead.
I got my beard.
You see his brother's beard?
Yeah, look at that.
You using it, right?
I'm using it. I use it every day. Rub it on there. Get it good. It come with a brush. It come with a comb. All for the beard. It's a little kit.
All praises, man. What'd you say?
A night one and a day one.
Damn. You hear that, Yakana?
Yeah.
Why you said damn like you ain't heard this commercial 4 times already?
I need to
Come on now, dog.
Bro, you like the guy that cried wolf, especially your eyes up. You just like eyes up. Eyes up, eyes up. The guy that cried wolf, man. I'm gonna get it.
We got a couple brothers in here that need this
I'm gonna
beard.
get it. He ain't got it yet.
Somebody in IT need it.
Who needed IT?
That's right.
Who was that? Your
That was a
son?
real low hand raise, brother.
Yeah, I was like, all right, bro. All right, move.
He
the
did
hell
a
on
T-Rex
now.
arm.
Hey, he was like that. Move the hell on now. All right, now, y'all. I got something for your ass. Now, move on. You thought ass to die?
Oh yeah. What you pulling on?
Why you put the camera on me?
What was you pulling on? Pull on it again.
Bro, it ain't there because we're supposed to see your cheek move. When you pull your beard, bro, you see how I'm pulling my beard, how my cheek don't move from off my teeth?
I'm seeing it move, Cap.
No, when you do it, it go way like hell. Like you can see your damn back
It
of
looked
your
like
throat.
invisible string pulling your cheek.
Right. Hey, go ahead, bro. Do it again. Go ahead. Move the mic, bro.
Yeah, don't be trying to hide it.
Nah, don't smile. Nah, don't. He trying to keep it.
Give us the other side. We ain't gonna look at it.
Oh, shit.
Right. Jerusalem wasn't built in a day.
Y'all even started building.
I'm building? There's stuff to do.
Oh, you got the kid?
There's a foundation.
You got the kid?
No, brother ain't got the kid. Brother ain't got no kid. Oh, it's the
He's
mustache.
building the mustache.
You want to have a curly mustache. I don't know what's up with this brother, man. You curly mustache brothers, man.
There's like 2 of us.
No, it's more than you.
Yeah, it's more.
Say Reuben?
Says the Reubenite.
Nah, he can stay Judah.
Right.
Go ahead.
All right, go. Yeah, run through the math. Let's
Go
do
to
it.
the next one.
Yeah, I'll put it on the screen. Manly. Yes, sir. All right. Manly badge of dignity. Get your manly badge of dignity. What?
That brother back there hating.
Hey, get your weight up, not your hate up.
Yeah, man. Get your weight up, not your hate up, and get your manly badge of dignity.
Stop playing games.
And stop believing in the Trinity, okay?
Bars.
Right.
Bars.
A beard has nothing to do with my salvation.
Oh, that happened yesterday.
I'm going to tell you right now, buddy.
Hey, you got to tell the Yakina. You got to tell the Yakina, bro. Yakina, bro, stop believing in the Trinity, bro, and get your manly badge of dignity. So stop playing around, bro. You know he know the kingdom, too. Yes, sir.
Damn. Why do it like that?
While he rub his spikes. Yes, sir. Go ahead, bro. Come on. We got to go. Come on.
All right. So, if you want to be saved from your enemies in the hands of all that hate you, we got schools. Visit Israelunite.org. Find a school near you. If you happen to be in Colorado, we have a school, 9034 East Easter Place. Come learn your true nationality. We also teach classes 3 times a day, 7 days a week for free. Make sure you subscribe to IUIC Denver in the classroom, IUIC in the classroom. We teach all day. Make sure you subscribe.
That's right.
IUIC TV. I don't know why you ain't got a subscription yet. You need it so you can watch Shout Out Tuesday. All right? If you want to...
Hey, you got a subscription?
Yeah.
You got a subscription?
Yes, sir.
You got a subscription?
Yes, sir.
You got a subscription? You got a subscription?
Yes, sir.
I didn't believe that last one. Hey, right, exactly. Shame.
Hey,
Shame.
put the camera on this guy. Hey, put the camera on this guy, bro.
He said, "I ain't got. You ain't got $2.
What you mean you ain't got? It's $2.
You got $2?
Dude. It's $2. Hey, put the camera on this guy, bro. Zoom in on him, bro. This guy don't got IUIC TV. Zoom in on this brother. Zoom in more. Zoom in all the way, Boaz.
Right.
Yeah, you see this? You see that face, y'all? That's the face of somebody. Yeah, we should shame his ass. All right, zoom out.
Right.
And I'm gonna say, hey, next week I'm gonna have it.
He said, I ain't had time
Your ass
today.
ain't shaming me ever again.
I had time today. I got time
This
today.
brother ain't got IUIC TV, man. Damn. And Bishop been talking about that thing forever. And this brother right here ain't got IUIC. Amazing.
You don't see the way the errors mistreated him for years.
Hey, that brother don't watch Shout Out Tuesday.
Not at all.
Dang.
Or all the exclusive content that we have.
Too busy watching freaking NFL Sunday. That's what it is.
Hey, you speaking of dark mystery right now. He don't
watching
know the
NFL
extended version of Shout Out Tuesday.
Right. He just knows.
He don't know what you said.
You know the history, and that's
he know the little bit. Cut out. All right, y'all praise to the Most High,
Why is
y'all.
it cutting off so soon?
All praise to the Most High. Hey, man, y'all tune in for next week for News Hour. All right. I was going to say something. I forgot what I was going to say. Hey, shout out to the bishops, the deacons, the captains, those that are traveling, those that are putting in the work above measure in the front scene, behind the scene, on the side of the scene. Y'all doing it for brothers like us can follow suit. So all praise to the Most High. Hey, shout out to the IT team.
Right.
Come on, man. Do your ad-lib, man. Yeah. You know we got that many claps for y'all. Shout out to the cameraman. Soldier Boaz. We got the Sires in the back. Soldier Josiah, Soldier Yosai. Shout out to the live audience. All praises. Soldier be supporting us. Azrael. Micah. That's my dad. But I just want to you ever seen a kid with big cheeks? Yeah. And you just want to pinch the cheek? That's Michael, bro. I just want to pinch the hell out of his cheeks, bro. It's like just turn him. All praises, y'all. Hey, I'm Captain Gad. To my left,
Officer Simon Judah.
To my right,
Officer Dunn.
To his right,
Soldier Jokanan.
To Simon to the left,
Officer Jonah.
To his left,
Soldier Asadai.
And we are the Natives Hour,
home of the 10 tribes.
Teach you to turn that thing up.